Welcome to LaPlanet Arts Tech Revisited. This is a shorter video series where I revisit products that I have reviewed and tested in the past and see whether or not they have stood the test of time. Let's dive right in. In today's video we're going to be talking about the Panasonic Lumix G7, which has been my camera for the past year and a half. So if I have an opinion, it would definitely be formed by now. In my first review, I loved the fact that it was feature-rich, could shoot 4K, and was light and easy to use, and had tons of features that a lot of cameras in this price range simply do not have. So my opinion still stands that this is the best camera you can get at this price point, even a year and a half later. Now the prices have dropped a bit. I bought this on sale for $500. Now it's pretty much always $500 no matter where you look for it. I still recommend that you get it with a kit at that price point, which is still pretty easy to find, especially if that kit has extra batteries, because I've learned that the batteries don't last the longest, especially if you use it mostly for video. Now using it just for pictures, it'll last you a good long time. I use it in real estate photography now and could get through about a day and a half on one battery, which is pretty good. But if you can pick up a few extra batteries, that's definitely needed if you want to do videos. Now over the course of the time, I have gotten 3 lenses with it. One of them is the Laowa 7.5mm lens. It is the smallest rectilinear lens you can get for any Micro Four Thirds camera. It's fantastic, but don't forget on Micro Four Thirds, the crop factor makes it twice the millimeters that it actually was, so it averages out to be 15 millimeters, which is still ultra wide. That's why I can film in this workspace and it not look super cramped. The other lens I got was the Helios 44-2, which I have yet to do a review on, so I'll get back to that. And when I say the camera is filled with tons of features, I really mean that. A lot of the function buttons are reprogrammable to suit your needs, so you can change them to change ISO or frame rates or whatever makes it easier for you in your daily uses and functions of it, which at this price point is, I'm going to stress, very, very nice. I still think that the footage is fantastic out of this thing. The quality is excellent. I really have very little complaints. The only one complaint that is solid that I feel is lacking in this camera is the autofocus. The autofocus is kind of not great. If you're filming subjects that move around a lot, there's a lot of hunting, it's bad. The one thing that I found that can help combat this is if you change these settings in the camera to AI mode, which is typically just for photography, the autofocus seems to be a little bit better and it will hunt for faces. So it'll do a better job at keeping track of things. It won't just be using like the lasers to find what's closest to it. It'll actually be using a little bit of technology to find faces, which is better if you're vlogging and move around a little bit, then it'll keep better track of that. So that's my tip for you to help remediate some of those issues. It's just when you do that, hit the red record button instead of the shutter button in that mode, otherwise you'll just take a picture so you can record videos that way. One of the nicest features about this camera is kind of a silly one, but it's the flip out screen. The fact that you can face the screen towards yourself and then look at what you're filming, if it's you, is extremely helpful. So I think that's a big one. A lot of even the Sony Alpha cameras just don't do that, and it kind of stinks. So props to you, Panasonic. Another nice thing about this camera is that now that it's been out for a little while now, there's a lot of accessories that work well with it, and I've gotten quite a few of them. So if you're just starting out on YouTube or want to start videography or even photography, I still highly recommend this camera at this price. If $500 is your limit, this is the camera to get.